Looking at Hope Anderson today, it is hard to imagine her troubled past.
I've been told that I don't look like what I've gone through.
On the surface, you don't see the internal scars from childhood. Anderson says her mother, who was raised in an orphanage, struggled with parenting and mental illness.
There was physical abuse, emotional abuse, just extreme isolation from society.
At 10 years old, with basically just these shoes on her feet, Anderson says her father took her and her sister away to escape the abuse. 2 years later, she says her father suffered a massive heart attack and died.
Completely alone in the world is where it left me.
Anderson says she lived with 6 different families from the time she was 12 until she graduated high school.
It was pretty bad. I felt like I became very hard, like very hardened in my heart, and my whole person became very self-protective.
Katrina Anderson is not related to Hope Anderson, but also suffered childhood trauma.
I'm a true believer that everything happens for a reason, and I think it's just kind of made me who I am.
Katrina Anderson says she and her siblings were in and out of foster care until she was permanently removed from her home in 2004. She was just 11 years old.
The last straw was my biological grandfather sexually assaulted me and my sister, and the police came, did an investigation, and then finally took us away. And that was the last time I actually was with my biological mom. Do you have any goals that you would like to reach?
Both women have worked to overcome trauma. They say helping others has been part of the healing process. Katrina works as a money coach.
I really just want to help and inspire people that have had a story or went through something hard, that, you can come out on the other side like that. Your past doesn't define you.
But one of them doesn't have any...
Hope Anderson and her husband work to provide affordable housing to those in need. She also serves on the board for Hope and Vine, an organization that supports youth who have aged out of foster care. She credits faith for turning her life around.
And what kind of rose to the surface was, how do I love well? How do I receive love? How can I love others? And this whole process began. And so it's that's kind of when I feel like I came alive for the first time, and kind of that shell broke off, that hard shell that I had put around myself from all the trauma.
Trauma that no longer defines who she is anymore.